Hi friends, today I'll be demonstrating to make a quick chicken biryani the rustic way, homemade style, nothing too fancy, and it just depends upon all the common components that you may have at your home. I'll be starting with regular long grain basmati rice, and it has to be aged. The grain should look a bit yellow, and you have to dip it in water for 30 minutes prior to cooking it. And then in vegetables, I'll try to make it as healthy as possible. You don't put so many vegetables in chicken biryani as such, but let's go healthy. So I'll be putting some peas, that is mutton, and then gajar, carrots, and then some green onions, and I'll make it a bit tangy with a lot of vitamin C filled amla, that is Indian gooseberry. I'll be also using tomatoes, French beans, pudina, that is mint, green cilantro, dhania, some onion topping, and garlic obviously for that special taste, and then I'll be using some Indian mints like long, and then you have dalchini, and then you have the black pepper and some raisins, and at final finishing I'll be putting some rose water and some kevra water, pandanus water for extra smell and flavoring. Here you can see I'm using some boneless breast chicken pieces, and I have slit them in between so that the taste penetrates inside. I've marinated it with some basic spices like red chili, salt, lemon, and a bit of ginger powder. And now I'll be searing them in the wok. The oil should be hot, and it has to have some kind of oil, whichever fat you are comfortable with, like olive oil or maybe regular vegetable oil. You should get this searing noise. It tells you that the oil is hot. Now we'll be pan searing it for like next 10 minutes. Now you can see I have just turned it once after 6 minutes, and the golden coloring and a bit of charring that is happening. So what I'm basically doing is I'm sealing the flavors inside. I'm not cooking it thoroughly because it will get further cooked in the biryani. So when I'm sealing the flavor, it will be juicy and very tasty while tasting the chicken. Here you can see simultaneously I have put some very thinly sliced onion for caramelization, so I can top up the biryani with it. And just before finishing off this chicken, I'll be putting some garlic and ginger finely chopped into it to get additional flavors. Here you can see how I have nicely diced up the charred chicken into bite-sized pieces. Now what I'll do is I'll just heat up the wok with some oil, and I'll start frying up my vegetables. Initially I have cut the beans in diamond shape so that the looks are very good. The food should be tempting while trying to eat it. Now once this is done, in next 2 minutes I'll be putting in my aromatics, like all my spices here. Now you can see here it's almost done after 2 minutes. You don't have to cook it too much, else you will kill the vegetables. The color and everything should be maintained. Now I'll be putting in all the spices for the aroma. It will give you a beautiful aroma to the biryani while you eat it, and it will be very, very tempting. I have also caramelized the onions and my garlic so that I can later, garnish the pulao with it. Now once that is done, I'll be putting in the rice that has been soaking for some while now, and I'll fry the rice in this oil for some time. It will give a harder outer shell coating so that the grains don't break, and you do it for like 30 seconds or so, and then I'll be putting in my chicken and other items, and then some water. Now once the sauteing of the rice is done, I've put the chicken here, and I've also put the salt. Salt has to be put accordingly, as chicken already has some salt in it. And now I'll be putting water in it. If you have 1 cup rice, just double of that, 2 cups of water. This measurement experience will come through your experience, and as per the rice and other components that you are using. So once this is done, you just have to mix them thoroughly, and you have to do it very carefully with kids gloves, so that because the rice grains tend to break very easily, so you don't have to mix it too much or do something on it. Slowly I'll be mixing all the components, and I'll put the cover at the top of it so that it starts cooking on its own. Just after covering the wok for 10 minutes, I've removed the cover, and you can see how the rice grains are getting cooked. In between, I've put the Indian gooseberry, that is awla, and some tomatoes, and it will be cooking for next 5 minutes. And I've in the meantime prepared the garnish, like the garlic, the mint, and the dhania, cilantro. I'll be garnishing it with the top. I'll be covering it for next 5 minutes more. So after 15 minutes in total, I've turned off the flame, and I'll be removing the cover. And what tasty and enterprising it's looking. I can tell you, you can look and have a look at the grains. They have they're very separate and come out very good, and all the components can be seen individually, and the aroma, I can tell you, is great with all the spices and the components that I've been putting in. Now I'll just pour in some rose water for extra flavoring, and some kevra water for additional flavoring, and it gives a very good scent to the entire food. I'll garnish these with all the garnishing components that I have here, and then I'll try to enjoy it. Now I've plated up the entire biryani. You can see here the chicken pieces, the boneless chicken pieces, and the garnishing, top garnishing that I've done. Also, there is the pan roasted onion, you call it barista here in India, and I've served it with some cucumber salad with all the vegetables, and some salt and olive oil that I have, and black pepper, some lemons. You can also eat it with curd, raita or something, and have some papad, delicious papad, to enjoy the entire meal. You can see my cucumber salad recipe in the other video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any queries, do let me know. Thank you so much.